Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today Microsoft just released City Update 11, and of course this update focuses on the northeastern part of the United States. So they made changes to cities like New York, Boston, New Jersey. If we pull up the article here is the article, covers what changes they've made. So they're saying explore the northeastern United States in exquisite visual fidelity with this latest release. Interesting. Let's see if it's any good. So let's take a look at the places they covered. So they made changes in Boston. They also made changes in New Jersey, Hackensack, Patterson. Okay, Central Jersey. And of course, changes to New York. They made updates to Brooklyn. Hopefully the bridges are all now fixed. Looks like they may have fixed the bridges, so we'll check that out. And of course, Manhattan. Hopefully the city looks a lot better now in the sim. So that'll be cool to check out. Of course, Long Island as well and Rhode Island. So, all right, now let's get back into the sim and let's load it up and see what we got. All right. All right, so here we are in our Cessna 172 Skyhawk on the runway at Newark Liberty International in New Jersey. We're gonna go ahead and take off on runway 22 right here, make a left turn and head back north over to Manhattan. Check out what the city looks like here after City Update 11. See if it's any better. This is an area that I fly a lot in the sim. It's not great. The buildings look okay at best most of the time. So I'm just gonna see if it's any better, if there's any improvements, and see what's changed. All right, so we're here. We're gonna go full throttle. We're gonna take park and brake off, and let's go flying. Right. Got our head tracking turned on, so around. All right, 55 knots. We're gonna go ahead and rotate. Get off the ground. Going, and immediately we'll begin making our left turn as we head back north over to Manhattan. New York City, baby. Alright, and we're gonna probably stay in external mode a lot of this flight just so we can see the scenery better, see what's changed, if it's any better. But this is what the cargo ship area looks like over in New Jersey. Doesn't seem that much better than what it used to be before. Looks okay. Most of my graphics are on ultra, very few on high. But this is what it looks like over here in the port of New York. And right away we can see these bridges here still look terrible. Can't really fly under them. Looking like big blocks of cheese. Just terrible. So that doesn't seem to be improved at all.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
But let's continue flying, heading over to Manhattan. We'll check out the Statue of Liberty, see if that looks any better than what it used to look like before. I do have a previous video on my channel where I check out New York City, and we do fly past the Statue of Liberty, so you can check that out for what it looked like before. But just heading over that way now. Let's go ahead and decrease our throttle. Like I said, it's not going to be a realistic flight. We're going to stay in external mode most of the time, so we can check out the scenery and see what stuff looks like. Alright, so heading over to Manhattan. To our right will be Staten Island. And we're just flying over New Jersey right now. There's the Verrazano Bridge in the distance over there. We're not going to check that out right now. We're just going to go straight to Manhattan and see if it looks any better than it used to look like before. Alright, so let's continue to descend a little bit. Decrease our throttle, and let's go check out the Statue of Liberty, see if it looks good. Looks any better than it used to before. Let's see if I notice anything has changed or has improved. Alright. And if you see any stutters, just know it's OBS with the recording and not really the sim or the performance of the sim. It's just limitations with the GPU. Trying to record and play the game at the same time or fly the sim at the same time, so just know that. Alright, so here's the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island. And here's what it looks like currently. That looks pretty decent, I would say. A lot of detail. Yeah, it's not terrible. Definitely doesn't look bad at all.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I don't know if I'll go as far as saying it's improved, but definitely looks okay. It's acceptable for, you know, for what it is for Statue of Liberty. So we'll continue on to Manhattan. We'll fly up on the west side first. Check that out. Alright, so as we approach South Manhattan, buildings look a little better in the colors, if I could say that. Like, looks more like concrete buildings than the typical brown buildings we've seen in the simulator before. I wouldn't say it's greatly improved, but it doesn't look terrible here. There is One World Trade Center. See a few boats on the bottom there. Looks okay. I wouldn't say it's much better than what we had before. Just looks alright.
So that was a f***ing lie.
Maybe my GPU just sucks, but it doesn't look that much improved. I believe that pier we're seeing off to our left, that's Pier 40. A lot of boat rides leave from over there. You see the Hornblower Infinity parked up there. Huh. It's pretty cool. Been on that boat many a times. It does look like it. Could not be it, but it does look like it. Alright. So we'll continue going north here on the west side of Manhattan. And we're going to go past Chelsea Piers, the Intrepid Museum, all that good stuff. And we could see over to our right, starting to approach the Midtown area and all the bigger buildings. And shortly we should be flying over the Intrepid Museum. Alright, over to our right here, we could see Madison Square Garden. That looks okay. Looks like it looked like before. You see all the trains leaving here to go to New Jersey. Doesn't look terrible. Doesn't look great. And over here, we can start seeing the cruise ships. All that fun stuff. And off to the left here, we can see the Concorde parked at the Intrepid Museum. Let's take a quick low pass here as we fly over the Intrepid Museum. And you can see the Concorde there and all the aircraft on the aircraft carrier, the Intrepid. So that's pretty cool. Here's a Carnival cruise ship, it looks like. That all looks pretty nice. If you've never been to the Intrepid Museum in New York and you're an aviation fan like me, you should definitely check it out. Pretty cool experience. Get to walk inside the Concorde if they still allow it. It's pretty nice. Alright, so here we see Midtown and all the buildings, and we're going to start flying over Central Park here. I'm struggling to say it's improved. I don't see that much detail added. Could just be me, I could be bugging out here, but yeah, it's just looking like the same old Manhattan from before. Could it be that this is all cached on my system and it's not updating it, but it's streamed data? So this is Sim Update 2, where you cannot download this yet. It's still all streamed. So I believe this is what City Update 11 looks like. This is the update. So again, not terrible, but I wouldn't go as far as calling it great. Definitely doesn't look amazing, but hey, it's a simulator. We will take it. Alright, so we're going to continue to head north here. You can see what I believe is the GW bridge off into distance over there. So we'll go ahead and check that out. See if that looks any good. I could already tell. It doesn't look like you can fly under it. Doesn't look like it's much better than it used to be before. But hey, it's an update, supposedly. And I know there is add-on payware scenery for New York City that you could buy. I haven't checked it out yet. I may purchase it in the future if this update doesn't hold up. Let me go try this at least and see if it's decent, but so far I'm not wowed, let's say. But it's definitely recognizable most places if you know the New York City area. But it was always recognizable before pre-update anyway, so it's not really new. But I was hoping they made some improvements on the bridges, and it just doesn't seem like they did. Alright, so here we are approaching the GW bridge. Doesn't look amazing. As we get closer, some more stuff might render in, but as you could say, it looks okay. It's all blocked off underneath it though, so you can't fly underneath it if you wanted to try that, you daredevils out there. But that's what it looks like. Again, not great, but okay at best. See some cars driving there on the bridge. Alright, but that's what a GW bridge looks like right now in the simulator. Let's go ahead and make a right turn. Let's check out Yankee Stadium, which should be somewhere over here, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so there's the Yankee Stadium coming up slightly off to our right as we fly towards it. There's some more bridges, still not greatly improved. Slow down a little bit here as we fly over to Yankee Stadium. In the Boogie Down Bronx. So this is what Yankee Stadium looks like. At least that looks half decent inside there. It's not terrible. Alright, let's continue flying south and check out the east side of Manhattan now. And over to our left, you will see LaGuardia Airport off in the distance as we continue to fly on the east side and fly over the East River here in Manhattan. So in case you're wondering, I am running an Nvidia 5070 Ti with 16 gigs of VRAM. It's not the best GPU, but it certainly does its thing, holds up, and yeah, the sim just still looks okay over here in New York is what I would call it. I wouldn't really call it greatly improved. It's just all right. Alright, as we continue to fly over the East River here, heading into Roosevelt Island in that area. So we have Manhattan off to our right, the Bronx behind us as we head south. Check out the rest of the bridges and Roosevelt Island and all that good stuff. Alright, so here is Roosevelt Island. And we have Manhattan to our right, Queens to our left. And the sim just still looks average at best as we fly over the East River over here. Doesn't look great, if we're being honest. Fly over this bridge, still not greatly modeled. It just looks aight, you know what I mean? Facts, son. Alright, that's Manhattan off to our right. Off to our left. Not a whole lot of improvements. I will say it just looks okay. As we fly over East River and see Midtown off to our right, Chrysler Building, Empire State Building. Notice all of those. Alright, let's continue to head south and check out the other bridges over here in the sim. Out to external view. Alright, so as we continue to fly south, enter into the Brooklyn area as we see these other bridges, see what they look like. With cars driving on the water. Gotta love it.
How? How did they think that was okay to even put it in the game?
Alright. There we have it. There's the last of the bridges. And again, it just looks okay. It's not greatly improved. It's not, oh my god, wow. It still looks like the same old flight simulator over here in New York. I was really hoping it would be like, oh my god, amazing, but it's really not. I'll be lying if I was to tell you so. So, these bridges look half decent. You could look under them, you can fly under them, it looks like. I'm not gonna try that right now, but alright. That's what the New York City area looks like with City Update 11. Like I'm saying, not greatly improved, not oh my gosh, wow, but to be honest, I actually find it hard to notice anything that's changed or even better, so Alright, so we'll go ahead and leave it here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps you to see what the update has done to New York. You can check out my previous video where I checked out New York the first time. And yeah, this is City Update 11. Same old Microsoft Flight Simulator. Alright, see you guys in the next one.